expressed here are not supported by and do not reflect those of the Evening Rush Network. Viewers' discretion is advised.
Man, I can't come down, it's only up from here. I can shake this hell off, yeah, I know it's real. When I'm seeing some people tell me what's the deal. Man, I'm feeling like David when I do my dance. Fading in the spirit, my vision kinda blurry. I'm feeling kinda woozy, I'm fading in the spirit. My vision kinda blurry, I'm feeling kinda woozy. Yeah, come on, Jesus Christ, tell me what's the deal. I'm feeling kinda dizzy, and ain't pop the pill. I'm high on cloud nine, and I'm feeling fine.
Hey, you guys. Welcome to another episode of Think and Grow with your girl, Vette Green. Tonight is so exciting for me because this weekend was 716 weekend for me. It was phenomenal. It was crazy. It was off the chains. I'm telling you, if you missed the first annual 716 Music Awards, you missed out. But you can check out all the footage all over Facebook and make sure you tap in. Stay right here, because you're going to see some scenes from the award show, and you're also going to see some of my favorite performers, okay? So let me know how you guys are doing out there in YouTube land and Facebook land. Let me know how was your weekend. If you were at the 716 Awards, tap in. Let me know what you saw, what you liked. Make sure you call on in. The number is below, 929-441-2417. I would love to hear from you. What's going on, Big Mike? What's going on, Big Mike? My brother's having some technical issues, but we're going to work through it. We're out here. We're doing what we do. We are going to make sure we stay professional and bring you guys what you came here for. I know some of you guys are out here to see the Big Sean interview. Thank you for stopping by. I can't believe I did not know who he was, but you know what? Look, what I'm going to do. What I'm going to do, bro. What am I supposed to do? So what's going on, bro? Is the connection all right now? I tell you, the enemy be pissed.
I'm mad. Yeah, I'm getting mad.
It's like that here. I told you all. Sometimes I have to leave out the house.
I got hot.
Yeah, it's bad. You may have to come out and go back in. It's bad. It ain't nothing but the enemy, y'all. It ain't nothing but the enemy. Like I was saying, this weekend was phenomenal for me. I had so much fun at the 716 Music Awards. Big shout out to D'Amica, to Abby, and Lit City Buffalo. You guys put on a phenomenal show. I was wild. I'm not even going to lie. For this to be the first annual award show, music award show here in Buffalo, you guys wowed me. I'm not even going to lie. I was taken aback, okay? From the performances to the way everybody showed up and showed out, from the clothing. I mean, man, I felt like I was amongst a whole bunch of celebrities out there, okay? You guys showed up and showed out, Buffalo. So big ups to Buffalo. A round of applause to Buffalo. I felt good, okay? It felt so good, bro, just seeing everybody come through and the support that was out there. I have not been to a function like that and nothing popped off. You know what I mean? Usually when you get a group of people together like that, I mean, there were over 400 people in this venue. When you get a group of people like that together, somebody is bound to not like somebody. You know what I mean? You get the different personalities together, but it was not like that. When I tell you that the vibe was crazy. Even the after party vibe was crazy. Man, big ups. That's all I can say. So I had on my white. I was looking kind of sexy out there, bro. Wasn't I looking kind of cute this weekend? I had a ball. So I want to bring you guys. I want to bring you guys some highlights. One of my favorite performances was by a group, and this is a young group, 14 Mafia. Big shout out to 14 Mafia. When I tell you they had me on my feet applauding, and my phone had just died just as they were going on there. Like I was down to like 2 bars, 2%. And I'm like, oh my God, I want to get them because the energy that they had on stage. Bro, pull up that video. I just want to show that because that
ain't no complaining. We making these changes. We no shit. I don't know. I don't have interest in walking on cycle. I am not trying to be sucking at a psycho. You know what? I know Prince girl. But only when I live with the child. Fuck you just rip off off the piper.
The energy was crazy. Then I caught them afterwards because I wanted to talk to them. When I go to venues like this, I always want to make sure if somebody moves me, if they make my soul like happy inside, I want to talk to them. I want to get that energy because we're exchanging energy, and that's what happened. So I ended up talking to them at the after party, bro. So pull that up if you got it, just so we can pick up the.
Okay, tell my listeners who you are, and you guys brought the fire tonight. I'm not even gonna lie, you guys had me up on my feet, and I was like, oh my God, who are they? 14 Mafia?
Yeah, you already know. It's your boy Woo.
They brought the fire tonight.
And we 14 Mafia.
They brought the fire
right here,
tonight.
right now, thinking bro with Vette Green.
That's
you already
right.
know what it is.
That's right.
You already know what it is. Tuesday podcast, we here,
That's
we
right.
live, we energetic. It's right
The energy
now.
was crazy. What brought that energy?
Yes.
What made you guys bring that energy onto stage today?
To be honest with you, Buffalo is the underdog city.
That's
and
right.
You know what I'm saying?
But we
we
brought
are
it
the
tonight.
underdog artists, so you know what I'm saying? Our style is different. You know what I'm saying? We flow. Of course. Our style is different though. You know what I'm saying? So we don't just stick to one lane. You know what I'm saying? We create all different types of frequencies.
Did you
Yes.
before the show? So before the show, because you guys came right on the stage with the energy,
Yes.
what amped you up?
To be honest, if I could be truthful,
Please be truthful.
we got amped up because we was really hoping to win Music Group of the Year because, you know what I'm saying, just as a team and as a new label, we put in so much work into our craft. You know what I'm saying? We work day in and day out. We make sure that we have regular meetings. We make sure that we practice our skill. We make sure that we study our skill. We make sure that we learn the behind the scenes. We make sure that we learn our networking communication. You know what I'm saying? So we felt that as a team that we was really deserving of that. But you know what I'm saying? Out West won, and they really do deserve it though because they do have a very great work ethic. So I can't deny them that. That's one thing I can't take away from them, their work ethic. And you know what I'm saying?
Oh my God, you missed it.
Yeah.
When I tell you, I got a little snippet of how they were. They were on the stage. You guys were my favorite energy tonight. I won't lie.
I'm Woo.
And tell my listeners, how can we find you? How can we find you?
You can find us on Instagram at 14 Mafia _ or you can look up our music, 14 Mafia everything, and you already know what's going on. It's the Mafia, Buffalo 716, and 14 came from 7 + 1 + 6 added together. We stand for the city.
That's right.
We stand for the city.
You guys brought, congratulations.
Thank
I'm
you.
giving you your flowers tonight
Thank you.
because you guys brought that energy tonight. All right, thank you so much.
The queen on the side, she's like, period. Hey, she had me cracking up. I had such a good time. The other person who moved me so much, he was just so humble. When he got on stage, he motivated everybody. He gave such a profound speech. And in the speech, he talked about just like not giving up, just continuing with your craft, not letting all that negativity deter you from chasing your dream. And if you guys know me, oh, who's calling? Who's calling?
Peace. It's bro Mike.
Oh, what's going on, bro Mike? Come on, tap it in.
What's going on, Vette? Yes.
Thank you for calling.
I was trying to call in the first time though, but it was like crazy. There's like a crazy traffic jam and shit like that. It was like people talking like cars honking the horns and shit in Manhattan.
Oh, okay.
But it's all good and everything like that. I'm just showing some love and everything.
Oh, much appreciated, bro.
You over there?
Much appreciated.
What's up, Big Mike?
You know how we do.
Yeah. Okay, no doubt. What y'all talking about?
We talking about the 716 award show. Make sure you tap in and look at the videos afterwards.
Okay.
Because you know I'm from my city is Buffalo.
Absolutely.
I'm from a little town right outside of Buffalo. So this weekend was 716 weekend. You know, it was 716. So Buffalo had a whole 716 weekend. and there were the first annual award show. There was a lot going on this weekend. So
it was.
I'm highlighting some really good performances right now that moved me. You know.
Absolutely. Definitely. Keep doing that though. You know what I'm saying? And my condolences go out to the victims and all that stuff. You know.
Yeah, we're gonna be tapping in. We're gonna be. Make sure you guys stay tuned because the second half of the show we're gonna be tapping in and talking about the reopening of Tops Friendly Market. That's what they used to call it when I was growing up. We got some footage from that. That's where I saw Big Sean at. He was very, very humble. So make sure you guys stay tuned. And then we're also going to continue the conversation about the reopening of Tops on Brooklyn of the Brown Table. So make sure you guys come back. Brooklyn of the Brown Table, 9 p.m.
What I'm going to do is I'm going to tap in and stuff like that, though, you know, in the whole deal and get my voice appearance in the whole deal, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And also, though, anytime, though, you want me to, like, pop on and everything, just shoot it to my email or stuff like that, you know what I mean?
Will do, bro. I appreciate you. Thank you for stopping by.
No doubt. All right. All right. I'm going to take you out. Peace.
Yep.
All right, one.
Yep. And thanks, TK. I see you out there. Thanks, fam. Hey, baby girl. I see you out there. I see y'all out there. Thank you to everyone who is tapping in. Make sure you guys hit the like button because that helps us out. You know, we're always fighting the algorithms. We're always fighting with, you know, the different platforms because they don't show your content to your subscribers as much as we would like. So make sure if you're tuned in right now, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. And if you are interested in getting your own podcast together, it's not hard. It's not hard. Make sure you tap in with my brother, Sean Nadon on the Evening Rush Network, or you can tap in also with my brother E. Digga of Charm City. So we got, this is a family over here. Okay, you guys, this is a family. And like I always say, the way we can support each other is by supporting each other. I'm not asking for any money, but if you want to hit that Cash App, that Eva76, go ahead. I don't care if it's $5, hit the Cash App, you know, because it helps, okay? It helps. So let's continue on with this. The other person that really moved me, like I was saying, go ahead and pull up the video of Blue.
All right, Mr. Blue Paper Naj, you moved me with your speech up on stage. My phone had just died, so I couldn't catch it. So tell the listeners of Think and Grow with Vette Green who you are and what made you say all that you said, because everybody don't understand that it's truly a vibe, and the biggest enemy is within us, right? Okay. And you saw that, you know that, and the energy that you brought on stage, it just moved me. That I was like, oh my God, I gotta go charge my phone up, so I need to interview this guy. So tell the listeners who you are and tell me where you get that energy from.
I'm Blue Paper Nas, right? And I get that energy from my people, from my parents. I'm spiritual, so I get that from the spirit. So I'm universal, you dig what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So when we talk about energy and vibes are vibrations.
That's right.
So we talking about things that's already here that we ain't learned about yet. So music is sound. So we think that we being creative with sound, which we are, but it all get broken down into science. So you feel me? I'm like a scientist. Not only I'm a rapper, I'm a scientist. So we talking about energy, anything, this music not playing without energy, these legs not walking without energy, this love can't be projected without energy. So everything is energy. So if we learn, it's not about the action or the occupation, it's about what started that. It's like what sparked that. That's what it's about. That's what made me say that, because I'm talented and I'm energetic towards multiple different things. So it's not about having an award for music. It's about having an award for being a human being. You feel me?
I feel
it's just like I'm being creative in that way. So
you're doing what you were purposed to do here.
Exactly. So you can acknowledge that through my energy. If I do something, you acknowledge that through my energy. So I want y'all to project your energy and channel your energy, guide your energy. Not only yourself, but guide what's guiding you. You feel me? And that's when it get real deep.
He deep.
I'm Blue Paper Nas though. I'm a spiritual man, so that's what made me talk like that.
Oh my goodness. This is what I came came here for. This is exactly what I came
Thank
here
you,
for. I'm
thank you,
appreciative.
thank you.
I'm
Yeah.
appreciative. You will be highlighted definitely on Think and Grow with Vette Green on Tuesday, 7 p.m.
Yeah.
Because these are the type of interviews that I like, because you understand what you are purpose here for. A lot of people that come, they don't understand that we all come here with something on our heads, but a lot of people don't live full out because they have not tapped into that spirituality.
That's that woken. That's
I'm
waking
so
up.
woke, man.
And it take people like us to wake our people up. You
That's
feel me?
right.
Somebody woke me up. You feel me?
And somebody woke me
tapped
up.
my pineal gland open. It opened it up.
It's broken open. It's
Now
wide
it's lit.
open.
Now it's lit.
And you
Now-
passing it on.
Now that's what
You
I'm supposed to do.
pass-
Knowledge is key. The
That's
knowledge
right.
can't be kept. It gotta be taught. It gotta be
Passed
said
on.
for free also. And it's not free. It's law of attraction. That shit gonna come back.
Reach
It's
one,
coming-
teach one.
Yeah, it's reciprocated.
I like
You feel me?
saying let go and let God.
Uh-huh.
You learn from it, you earn from it, and then you teach.
Okay. And that's why I'm a teacher. That's
You
why
are.
I gotta make that shit
Listen,
go,
you
feel me?
moved me when you were up on stage. I was like, oh my God, my phone would die right now.
You can
I
say
came here, seriously, I came here because I wanted to interview you, because
You know what? Big shout out to Blue Paper Naj. You can't fake energy like that. You know, his humbleness, it just moved me. And when he got up on stage, he really wanted to touch the people. And that's what touched me. Like, I couldn't believe it. Sometimes you get those people where they're coming to these award shows and they just want to show off. And that's all right. You know, we want to get dressed up and dialed up, and we want to show our authentic selves. But a lot of us, we do not show our authentic selves. We come, what do they call it? We show our representative. And with him, because I'm so big on energy, you know, I'm matching energy. So when I get that negative energy, I'm like, oh, I'm trying to get away from that, because I can't be boggled down by that. You keep that negative energy over there, because I don't have time for that. It's a blockage when you keep that type of energy, you know, amongst, you know, it like just in a bottle. You don't want that. I talk about it all the time about letting go, just letting go of certain things, because it truly does block the blessings that are already there for us. How can we grasp something or take hold of something if we have something negative blocking it? If you think of a door that's with a sign that says negativity, and the only way to open that door is to remove that negativity. Once you open that door and you walk through, that's when you see your blessings, you know. And when I was talking to Blue Paper Nas, I just got a vibe that was very, very positive. And he truly, you know, he was just humble. You know what I mean? He moved me. He did. I'm very happy to see that a lot of young men, especially young Black men, still exists like that out there, because you guys, I'm not going to lie, you guys get a really bad rap. And it is one of my goals is to change the view of how our Black men are viewed, because I love you guys. I think you guys are awesome. I think you guys are kings. And I think the more of you that realize that about yourselves and can tap into, like he said, tap into your true authentic self and get rid of all that negativity, the more full out you can live, and the happier you'll be. You see me? You know why you see this smile on my face? Because I refuse to be in that negative state, because it just hampers me. It boggles me down. And who wants to live like that? Every time you turn around, you're thinking something negative, or you're going through these negative thoughts, and you're believing the bull crap that you're telling yourself, because it's us telling ourselves that, right? It's nobody else. If you think about who's in your head, you're in your head, right? So just leave that negativity alone. Live full out and live in your purpose, and be like Blue Paper Nas, okay? Be like Blue Paper Nas. So we're going to keep going on and talking about the award show. So some of the highlights also were, they had the Latin awards. I just want to read off some of the people who won the awards. I had to write it down. Thank goodness I got it before my phone had died. So Video of the Year went to Ballistic Man. So big shout out to Ballistic Man. If you guys are on Facebook or any of the platforms, make sure you tag Ballistic Man to this podcast. Let them know that we shouted them out. Latin Song of the Year went to A, and that's a nice song, okay? The one that they played. Boogie Blue. Now, I met Boogie Blue. This young lady, and I don't have the video up, but if you guys go to my Instagram, you'll see a reel where she was at the, it's something that the SUV podcast had posted. I believe it's called Who Wants to Smoke. I may be getting it wrong. Sorry, you guys, if I am. You guys know I love you. I'm following you on, and I'll be there to support on June 30th. But this young lady, she's also a ball of energy. She performed, and she had on this beautiful blue outfit. And when I had got in there, it had like a blue trail to it. I mean, come on now. Make sure you guys tag Boogie Blue to this as well. Best music group of the year went to Out West Records. Congratulations to you guys. Record label of the year went to JVB Records. Performance of the year went to Don Brown. And 14 Mafia, I wrote 14 Mafia was fire on stage. These are the notes that I had wrote just to remind myself of what was going on, you guys. And not only did the award show have the performances and, you know, all of the rappers and all of that, but they also had vendors out there. So I just want to shout out a few people because I'm big on support. I believe, again, that the way we support each other is by word of mouth. You know, sharing is caring. So I just want to give a big shout out to the Gorgeous Room. I had bought some shea butter lotion from them. Smells so good. As soon as you open up the top, you can smell like the strawberry. So make sure you guys look up the Gorgeous Room. Also, what's going on? What's coming up? What am I going to be a part of this Saturday, July 23rd in MLK Park? Big Wig is going to be hosting a cookout in MLK Park. So make sure you stay tuned. Bro, you have that flyer that shows the cookout in the MLK? I think I had sent it. If not, we'll get it on there. You guys, if you want to do a meet and greet with me on this Saturday, July 23rd, I'll be in MLK Park supporting Big. Wrong one. We're getting it together. We're getting it together. That's the other thing that I'm supporting. And big shout out to Ms. Anita Williams. August 20th through the 21st, we're going to be taking back the streets of Buffalo, also in MLK Park. So make sure you guys come out and support. And again, make sure you support Big Wig. Big Wig Cookout will be on July 23rd in MLK Park. So stay tuned, you guys. We're going to take a quick break and then come on back. And then we're going to talk about what you guys came here to see. And that is the Big Sean interview. So stay tuned and make sure you tap in, like, share, subscribe. And again, if you are interested in having a podcast, hit up my brother, Sean the Don, the Evening Rush Network. We're doing big things out here, you guys. If you want to become a part of the family, it's not hard. All you have to do is raise your hand and say, me. That's it. That's it. What's going on? Woo woo 14 in the building. Come on and call in. They are the ones. You guys tap in with these guys. Tap in with them. I hope they call in after the break, bro. We can go to break now if you're out
Looking
here.
to podcast shows and do not know where to start? The Evening Rush Network can help you with that. Call us at 929-441-2417 or email us at theeveningrushnetwork@gmail.com for dates and prices. We got you for all your podcast needs. The Evening Rush Network. Tune in, subscribe, and share.
Welcome back. So, as you guys know, I am from, my hometown is Lackawanna, which is a small city right outside of Buffalo, New York. So for me, Buffalo is my city. What happened on May 14th shook so many of us. I still can't believe that someone could come into a community that was already plagued with violence, you know, it plagued with financial insecurity, because it's a neighborhood where it's hard to live. It's hard to live because economically we're challenged. The housing around that neighborhood is not always great. You know, we have slumlords that don't live in the city. We have these corporations that come to the city, buy up the property, and then they'll be in downstate in Manhattan somewhere living the life. And will be here in these houses that are falling apart. So it was already challenged in so many ways. So for someone so heinous to come into a neighborhood that was already challenged with so much and do something so dreadful, he took so many lives. Going back to the site yesterday, I couldn't believe it. And I was on the phone with Big Mike as I'm driving across the Skyway. And if you guys are from Buffalo, you guys know what the Skyway is. I'm driving across the Skyway and I'm talking to Big Mike. And I'm like, I didn't know what to expect once I got there. And once I got there, tears formed in my eyes because it hit me. I hadn't been back since last month. I hadn't been back since they actually put up the full memorial. And the store just reopened this Friday. And instantly, I felt just so sad, and I felt it in my stomach, the sadness. So I got to talking to some of the people from the neighborhood, and you'll see some of those interviews that I did with them on Brooklyn and the Brown Table at 9:00. So once this show ends, make sure you guys come on back and tap in at 9 p.m. with my brother over on Brooklyn and the Brown Table. You'll see some of the interviews that I did with the residents there. But while I was there, you guys, lo and behold, who was there? And I did not even know who he was. We sat there and we had a whole conversation. I'm telling you, Big Sean is so humble. I couldn't believe it. And I'm looking at him, right? And I'm thinking, God, he looks so familiar, but I couldn't place it. And then I'm looking at his hair. Like, no lie, you guys. I'm looking at his hair because the braids were so neat. Whoever his hairstylist is, big ups to you guys because those braids were so neat. And we're just conversating, and we're just, we're vibing off of the energy again. And we're just talking about our feelings. And he's from Detroit, and we're just remembering, and we're just talking about how it feels to have someone come into our neighborhood and do such a heinous crime. So go ahead, bro. Go ahead and put up the interview, and then we'll talk about it afterwards.
So it could have been her, coming in this store. My aunt lives upstairs from my mother. It's just a sad situation, but it's the community in a whole.
Yeah, I'm going to just go this way just because of the light, if you guys don't mind. Okay, there we go.
My auntie and my grandma used to shop in a store just like this in Detroit that we would go to all the time. My mom's community based, would have really been a security guard that was an ex-officer in there, just knowing the community, people knew us. So it's just I resonated not only with the fact that these people lost their lives just so horrific and tragically, but just it just felt like my family members almost,
Mm-hmm.
Right.
So and I'm not just saying that, I really mean that.
That's one thing about Buffalo. We stick together in times like this, and it does feel like family.
This has really unified. We were already unity, but this has really unified everybody together.
That's good to hear. I hate it's taking such a hardship, and I hope that people can stay unified.
I do.
That's why I'm out here. I'm trying to let it be known. I want to unify too. I'm not from Buffalo, but
right.
This tragedy is it's crazy.
This is the grocery store that I would bring my dad to, and that house over there was his girlfriend's house, and just thinking that a lot of times I would sit in the car waiting for him to come out because he wanted to be independent and go around the store by himself, but it just brings tears to my eyes just thinking that could have been anybody. That could have been. It's heartbreaking.
Right.
Those
are someone's mother, someone's brother, someone's grandmother, someone's sister, someone's aunt, someone's uncle, someone's daughter. It's just a sad situation.
Yeah. And the trauma. I was just talking to those guys over there, and the whole incident triggered feelings, and he's definitely in his 50s, triggered feelings from his childhood. He doesn't even want to go into the store. So
that's another reason I wanted to come here, is because I feel like people would be triggered and not want to come to the store.
Right.
Yeah.
I just want to come show love and let it be known that we got to support it more than ever now. We got to come here more than ever now.
Absolutely.
Can't let that fear
absolutely
drive us away from that. We got to know that we together, we unified, and it's safe.
Would you guys like to say a few words? The show airs tomorrow live at 7 p.m. It's called Think and Grow with Vette Green. If you want to just introduce
yourself.
shop and paying respects.
Paying respects. Are you from the area?
I'm the news anchor for NBC here.
Oh, okay. Okay.
And, just got dinner.
Oh, your glasses. I can't tell.
Yeah,
I
that's
see
me.
you. Oh, the glasses threw me off. Okay.
I wanted to show my respects to much love, man.
Yeah, much love to you.
Scott Levin. Yeah, I was on the air live with this for many hours.
Mm-hmm.
It's bringing me a little emotional now, but I've been anchoring news for 35 years, and I never cried after broadcasting ever. And I was with a great co-anchor who is, Claudine Ewing.
Yes.
She was my co-anchor that day, and she just brought this place to life and just told the community what kind of a place it was and how beautiful it was and the people, and just a senseless tragedy that good has come out of bad because this community has rallied together like I've never seen. But I just cried my heart out afterwards. It was just such senseless stuff. There's evil in this world, but there's a lot of good too.
There is.
And God has a master plan. We don't know what that plan is, but somehow, somewhere, some great will come out of this.
Absolutely.
I was just talking to a shopper in there named John Glenn. Just became a good friend, and he's a deacon over here. And we were just talking about it. That there'll be some good that'll come out of this. Hopefully, we can get our young kids to understand that not all white people are bad, not all black people are bad, not all Hispanic, Asian. There's just evil in this world, and we need to come together, and we just need to get more God in our lives. Is really what I think.
We do.
It really is, man.
I appreciate your time.
You too, brother.
Thank you so much.
All right. Thanks for coming to Buffalo.
Yeah, thanks for standing up.
Appreciate it, man.
Yeah, thank you.
This is a great town. Buffalo's awesome.
It's a beautiful town.
I got to get a picture with him too. You're doing the live thing?
Yeah, I'm actually, it'll be airing tomorrow at 7 p.m. So let me.
I swear I wasn't on anything, you guys. I don't know how did I not know who Scott Levin was? Those glasses truly threw me off. Once he took off his glasses, I'm like, oh, I've been watching him for years. I mean, come on. But it was definitely a humbling experience, you guys. Big Sean, what you saw is what you got. He truly is so humble. He never would tell me who he was. It was Scott Levin who told me who he was. He was like, oh, you didn't think the white guy knew about music, huh? I'm like, what? Very, very humbling. Big shout out to Big Sean for coming through Buffalo and showing his love. We share all of these lakes. He's from Detroit, Lake Michigan. We're all part of the Great Lake family. So big shout out to him for coming through and showing his love. We actually stood there for a while, just talking, just, connecting over humanity. It wasn't about white. It wasn't about black. It wasn't about old. It wasn't about any of that. It was just about humanity and what can we do now to change, the atmosphere, because right now you have residents that are still living in that area, right? And there's only one grocery store. There's only been that one grocery store for the longest time. And within that grocery store, something so traumatic happened. Imagine not having access to the funds to have a vehicle. So you're dependent on public transportation. Imagine having to take public transportation across the city to go grocery shopping. I had 6 kids. When I went grocery shopping, it took me hours. And by the time I came back, it couldn't be anybody but me in the car because the groceries were piled high. So imagine trying to maneuver all of that. And on top of it, you have someone that comes in and traumatizes the neighborhood, because that's what he did. I don't care how many charges he got hit with. We have a call, bro. Come on in, caller. Who are you?
How you doing?
How you doing? Who am I speaking with?
You speaking with Woo, and it's Tatum Messiah. And we 14 Mafia.
What's going on, family? I was hoping you guys called in. I hope you guys seen the highlights of you on the show. I was telling my bros how you guys had me on my feet. The energy that you guys brought was phenomenal. So again, tell my listeners who you are and tell me, where's that energy? Is it bottled up somewhere? Because I need some of it today, okay? So talk to the listeners and congratulations, you guys. You did a phenomenal job. And I was speaking to D'Amica. Was that your first time performing like that?
That was our largest stage performance, but no, that wasn't our first time performing. We had multiple shows. I would say, if I was to estimate it, that would probably be our 20th performance. But that won't really mean something to us, though. It was really important to us. We wanted to send a message in front of the Buffalo crowd because we feel like we want to get that due respect that we deserve. We've been grinding for almost 3 years now, and we wanted to show everybody that we really got what it takes.
That you're serious.
Yeah.
Serious.
It was definitely the perfect platform for us to make a statement. And I feel like that's what it was, you know what I'm saying? With us being the underdogs and, the new artists coming up, it was even an honor for us to even be nominated because once again, the nominations was based on 2021. So, you know what I'm saying? For us to be nominated in, 2 categories and we 2.5, going on 3 years in, and we got nominated for something last year. It was amazing to us, but
big ups.
It was all of the experience, though. This was our first award show in the city, and then they got, permission to have that day for our annual event. So it was like, to be a part of that was amazing. So we wanted to spark it off right.
You guys definitely are a part of that history. I can't wait. As soon as, you guys like literally, it's like you jump from the sky onto the stage and not, I saw other performances where everybody was not, vibing together like that. There was another group, but you guys, when I tell you from the men to the women, and they were getting, I wish we could show the entire thing. Well, I'll make sure that it's up on my Instagram. When I tell you, so tell the listeners everyone's name because and how many people are in the 14 Mafia group?
Well, technically we a label. So 14 Mafia, the rap group is 3 members. It is Chip DMA, Wu, and Tatum Messiah. But the label consists of multiple members. It's us 3, Juice DMA, the Divine Rapper, and Daytona 5 Hill. So 6 right now. But we got a large team. We have a lot of pieces, and we really, we getting it going. It's only the beginning of our label, but we got a lot done.
So what's next up for 14 Mafia? What's next up for the group?
What's next up for 14 Mafia is we're actually going on tour in September, and that's our next big venture.
Congratulations.
Yes, thank you. I want to give a special shout out. I want to give a special shout out to Mark Lee because Mark Lee is actually, the head of the tour, and he recruited us for the tour. He's seen something in us, that he felt like the world needed to see, and he added us onto the tour. And we just super appreciative of that.
Any more shout outs you guys want to give? Because to bring something like that together, I know it took a team. So go ahead and shout out your team and tell us where we can also find you next. Go ahead and shout out your team.
Definitely. I definitely want to give a shout out to, once again, Mark Lee. I want to give a shout out to Spills 716. I want to give a shout out to Danger the Boss. I want to give a shout out to Lola. I want to give a shout out to Lindsay Barlett. I want to give a shout out to Vocero. I want to give a shout out to Just Free. I want to give a shout out to the whole Chakra Bar Studios. Anybody, who looking forward to being a great creative space and you looking to really, peak at your highest potential in the studio, you definitely should go to Chakra Bar Studios if you're looking for the vibe. You know what I'm saying? So those are just, I could be on the phone all day showing everybody out. I send love to our whole team, our family. You know what I'm saying? Peace and love to everybody. But yeah, that's our next big venture, and we're excited. New cities keep being added on.
I'm excited for you guys. I am definitely going to continue to check out your page. You guys brought the vibe. That you guys were an entire vibe for me. Some of the sometimes you're sitting there and you're just waiting for something to happen. Well, you guys were the happening for me. I always go to these venues and I'm like the last one I went to, that SUV Pod had did, it was Danger the Boss for me. Like he's another one that is so humble. I love meeting humble people that is truly into their craft and truly working hard to make sure that their craft gets better and better and better, and they aren't arrogant about it.
Definitely.
When you couple that arrogance with, certain things, it just doesn't have a good look. So you guys, and even the interview that you guys did with me at the after show, you were just so appreciative and so humble. So don't let anybody change
still are
that about you.
We're grateful for being on the show.
We grateful for even being on the show and even being able to meet you and run into you. You know what I'm saying? We take our connections that we make very seriously. And you know what I'm saying? We love to make sure that they are very well groomed, and it's like a seed, it grows into a flower, but you have to water it. You have to take care of it. You have to, check on it here and there.
That's right.
So
tell me about the seed that you guys have. Tell me, how did you guys even get into music? What did you know early on that you wanted to do music? How did you guys get together?
Well, me, Woo, personally, from my perspective, I used to be a party promoter in the city for the younger crowd around my age. So I was throwing events, and that led me to building networking connections with people all across the world outside of Buffalo. And I ended up running into this artist named what is his name? I ran into this artist and Deshaun All-Star. I ran into him, and he actually made me a song for my entertainment business that I had at the time. I was only 18, and I had my own entertainment business, throwing events. And he made a song for me. It was called Head Nod. And he actually took me out on the road with him and out in New Jersey to a studio where he recorded with Fatboy SSC. And I was just seeing it right there. I was able to see the recording process, which I was always unknowledged on, I would say. So once I seen the recording process and I seen that professionals do mess up, and professionals, sometimes it takes them a minute to, get to the next bar, and they gotta punch in, and they gotta, really probably sit on something real quick. That's when I, that gave me the drive to be like, okay, so if the professionals, even mess up, then I know I could, if I apply my drive and, my passion, I know that I can make it because I believed in myself, and I always been an entertainer. Like my grandma used to always tell me, you're going to be famous. You're going to be the one to change everything for the family. I'm telling you.
You are.
And I never knew what she was talking about until recently when I got into my 20s. And I really started exploring my, my artistic side. So that's what made me, start to look at music, and they considered it, but I didn't never know what I was going to talk about. And then the more that I started to live, the more I had to talk about. And then before I knew it, all the pieces was falling together.
No, you didn't say the more I started to live. Oh my God. King, how old are you?
I'm 22.
Oh my God. That is very, very mature of you to say. That's why you're going to be successful. And not only that is that you are leading with your heart. I just want to say this as well, you guys, that when you come across somebody who is not only making waves, doing what they love, but also is willing to give big ups to someone else. So during the interview that I had with Woo and the 14 Mafia, there was another gentleman on there. Now, I didn't pull that interview on here. I'll post it to my Instagram later on. But what he did was he pulled another guy in who sang. He wanted me to also talk to him. So this is what I talk about when I say support. You don't always have to have support in a monetary form. Support is just saying, you know what? I have this person who sings, or I have this person who raps. Listen to this. That is support. What you did amazed me. And just by you being 22 years old, I just want to give him a round of applause, because you don't see that a lot. That's pure maturity. That's pure maturity right there. And you are going to be successful. And please don't let them change who you are. Don't get hit with the Hollywood bug where they try and make you become something that you are, because that's when our lights start dimming. Your light was glowing. That's why we were all so connected like that. All the people that I met that night, it was because we were all on the same vibrational pattern. And when we are functioning at a high level, which we were in that venue, and then at the after party, that's when we form these connections like that. So I just want to say, I want to praise you guys for just being so real, because you don't meet real all the time. People say, "Oh, I'm real. I'm real." No, you're not. As soon as someone walks away, they're stabbing you in the back. But I didn't get that with you guys. So tell us about
Of course not. Of course not. Of course not. 14 Mafia isn't just a business. We more so of a family. So we really take pride on making sure everybody is okay. So if we get attention, that means everybody getting attention. If we just did a great show and one of our other artists that we are very, very close with, you know what I mean, they just want an award, of course we're gonna make sure they in the video with us, because they deserve to get the same attention we getting right now, because they did something that we didn't even do. We got to make sure they getting noticed too, because at the same time we all be the same being. We all one entity. We move as one. So if one of us is successful, we all successful.
That's right. I'm glad that you look at it like that. That more of us need to look at life like that. It's not, we shouldn't be crabs in a barrel. It's okay, if I'm successful and we are linked together, that means you're successful. When I'm winning, that means you're winning. You help me when I help you win. And this is how we evolve together. So tell us about some upcoming projects. So you guys are going on tour. What's the first city that you're going to be in?
The first city I can't even disclose right now, because we can't even disclose it, but I can tell you cities that are a part of it. I can't give specific dates. We did definitely just get a late entry for Atlanta, September 17th. So that is a definite lock-in date. But I don't know if it's going to be our first. That's not going to be our first city, because we go on tour from September 13th to the 21st.
Okay. So we have some questions in here. One of the questions, and this is from my producer. Have y'all thought of signing to a major label? I told you never know who's watching. You never know who's watching. Have you guys ever thought of signing to a major label?
We have went over those discussions and had those discussions amongst our team, because when we started, the first thing that we jumped into was learning the behind the scenes. So not only did we look at artists, but we look at who built these artists.
So 3 months on researching straight label work. We spent about 2 months researching who was the best managers, agents that we could contact if we ever really wanted to get in contact with major mainstream artists. It was just about how would we approach them with the right, you know what I mean, with the right approach. You can make it a conversation to $1 million. So we have to make sure we had the right resources for when that time to be. So right now we really just sitting on our options right now. We building our resources, I would say.
Because once again, we are a family, so we take this very seriously. So we took the time to actually start to learn the business and how it moves and how it operates. So the most, the most we would be looking for is, somebody who we can, trust and build with, who can be a partner, opposed to like a boss or an authority over us or our music or our creativity.
Very, very smart. You guys are very, very intelligent. I'm with it. You're very intelligent. How can, if someone wanted to listen to your music, how can they find you?
Just search up 14 Mafia on everything, because we stream on every platform. We made sure that was the first thing we got done, because we know that everybody has different platforms. Everybody has different phones, softwares. So we had to make sure everybody was going to be able to access our music. That's number one.
Facts. And if you go and look us up on Instagram, you will see a Linktree link. And if you click it, it actually got all of our links to, from interviews to our separate music, because we are also individual artists, So, 14 Mafia has separate music as well as collective. So you can find all of that in our link right in our bio of Instagram at 14 Mafia _ on Instagram.
Okay. We got you. We got you. You guys, if you're listening, make sure you tap in with 14 Mafia. I'm telling you, these guys are going somewhere. I see it. Sometimes you can see things in people before it even happens. And I see it just because collectively, even as a group, the structure, I saw a bond there, and I'm going to continue to follow. I'm definitely going to continue to follow. I just want to give a big shout out to Brownsville, Brooklyn. Thank you so much for stopping by. I see you out there, sis. Bro, I see you out there, bro. Mike, I see you out there. Is there anything that you guys want to leave your listeners with 14 Mafia? Any type of nuggets? Anybody that may be listening who wants to get into the music business and don't know how?
All right, first off, we want to thank you for having us on the show. We really appreciated this, and we want you to know that we're going to be more tapped into you than you think you are going to be into us. We are
look at the connection.
Very serious. We take it very seriously. So we're going to make sure while you making them big moves, we tapped in on that as well.
And we're going to make sure that we support you as well. And we just want to let all of our other supporters know that if y'all want to support us at our next upcoming show, we met a connect at the award show, and they actually offered us, asked for us to come and perform at Shea Day, August 20th at McCarthy Park. So y'all can catch us there at our next performance.
All right. Congratulations, you guys.
Thank you. We appreciate that.
Congratulations. I am definitely going to be following you guys and definitely supporting. Are you guys going to be at the Whoever Want the Smoke event on July 30th? I think it's at July. And then there's another event on August 2nd. There's a few events that's going on in the Buffalo area. I'm telling you, I'm so proud of Buffalo right now. I'm so proud of Buffalo.
Even though
y'all have some racist stuff going on sometimes, but I'm definitely proud to say that I come from Buffalo. Buffalo is definitely my city. There's the local legends on August 2nd that I'm going to be at, and then July 30th is Whoever Want the Smoke event. But local legends, make sure you guys support. My nephew Rose Gold Rails is going to be performing there. That's part of the, I keep pointing to the wrong side, Big Wig Apparel. Make sure you guys tap in. And on Saturday, this Saturday, I'll be in MOK Park supporting the Big Wig cookout that's going on in the park. Yes, I'll be there. So you guys make sure you come support.
We definitely make sure we come and visit you. We're going to message you after this and make sure we get some extra information so we could be specific, sure that we can make it.
I appreciate you guys. See, the love is so real. D'Amica, see what you guys did. D'Amica, Abby, Big Lit City, Buffalo. You guys see what you did. This is how we form connections. If you guys are out there and you're wondering why your life isn't going the way that you want it to, I'm telling you, get yourself a mastermind group. You have to form really good connections, and the only way you can form those connections that are going to elevate your life is when you start thinking positively and you start functioning on a higher vibration. You guys are probably like, what is Vette talking about? Watch my life. That's
you talking your talk though.
Yes.
They don't know what you're talking about, and they just ain't meant to.
Yeah, you're right, bro. They aren't ready for it. I talk this all the time because I'm a believer. 4 years ago, my life did not look like this. You guys are, July 25th will be the anniversary. It'll make 4 years that I have moved to Chicago to literally save my life, because I knew if I did not leave, it would not end right for me. So I want to congratulate you guys on a successful career, because I see it happening for you guys. Remain humble. Do not let anything change what God placed inside of you, because what God placed inside of you is shining a light on people like me and making me gravitate towards you, because I see it. Everybody don't get this, Vette. Everybody don't get this because everybody don't, I match energy, and the energy that you guys brought was not only felt on stage, but it's felt through your words and your actions. So if you guys want to give anything else before we close out, go ahead. You guys have the platform, and you're welcome to come back anytime if you want to promote an event that you're doing, any type of promotion, I am here to support you guys. I support those who I see something in and who are willing to support my cause as well. So if you guys, this is a open forum for you guys. So you are welcome back anytime. Don, I know you're back there. You want to say something to these guys? Aren't they so phenomenal? I told you they're so humble and just I just love the experience. I'm grateful. You want to say any last minute words to these guys before we?
Just want to say y'all did an excellent job, and we appreciate you.
Absolutely.
No, we appreciate y'all. Thanks. We trying to come back next year too and do the same thing, but 10 times better.
Oh, I can't wait. I'm going to be waiting for you guys. You got to bring it 10 times better, at least 2 times better, because you got to top this year's show. And this year's show, man, if y'all missed it,
that was. Listen, we could get a lot crazier. So we got some shows for y'all.
Oh my goodness. What was the female's name? Because she brought it hard too. I couldn't, like, you guys in the formation, you guys were just like, over the place, but the form was just, oh my goodness. So what was the female's name that was on there?
Her name is the Divine Rapper.
Oh, the Divine.
And you can find her everywhere on every platform too.
Definitely about to go search for her. Please
do. She's very, very talented.
She brought it. She reminded me of this artist that I love. One of my favorite artists. She's not signed. Her name is Rachel J. The opening of my show, she actually wrote that song. She's a phenomenal writer as well. But just the energy. I love when I can hear the passion in the music, in the words. I can hear the passion and that it was thought out and that you're feeling it, that you're feeling it as you're speaking it or you're rapping it. And I got that with all of you guys. Even the one guy with the hair. I don't know everybody's name, you guys, so you have to help me here, but I just love what you guys did. Love what you guys did.
Which one are you talking about, with the twist or the bush?
With the bush. He was a little bit heavier. I love my big guys.
Tip DMA. That's Tip DMA. That's the real energy right there.
Real energy. Real
That's
energy.
The real energy.
Yeah, you guys brought it. Any last minute words? We're about to close out.
Yeah, we just want to let everybody know that 14 stands for 7 + 1 + 6 added together. And Buffalo's hometown. We're gonna lock it in for y'all. Y'all support us, we're gonna support y'all. We the underdogs, but we coming up on top this year.
No longer. When you guys got on that stage, you may have been an underdog, but you guys are far from it right now. You guys elevated. Trust and believe, you guys elevated that night. Most definitely.
Thank you. That means a lot.
Definitely. Oh yeah. Round of applause to them, bro. Round of applause. Let's close out with that. Absolutely. And my last words, I always like to motivate someone because I feel like you never know what somebody is going through. For me, it's a growth opportunity. You know, everything that we go through is meant to bring something out of us. You know, my last few months, my March and April were hella. Like, honestly, it was at a point I was like, oh my God, I want to quit doing this. It was just hella. But what I realized once I was able to sit back and see, you know, Vette, you keep going through this because you haven't learned your lesson. Once I was able to acknowledge that I hadn't learned my lesson and I started focusing on something other than the challenge, that's when doors start opening, the blessings start coming in. I started meeting people like 14 Mafia, Woo, people that can pour into me and people who are motivating me to be the best version of me that I can be, going out there, you know, like Vette, my one friend said, you don't want to interview people, you just want to talk to people you know. And it's like, wait a minute, because I love a challenge, okay? I love a challenge. I need people like that in my life, and many of us need people to support and motivate us. So what I want to leave you guys with is, if you look around and everybody in your circle is doing something that you don't want to do, or everybody in your circle is bringing you down and making you feel worse than you are already inside, find a better circle. It's all right to have different friends. It's all right to not be friends with your A1 day one. Sometimes the people that are in our life at a season in our life are only meant to be there for that season.
In that season. Thank you. Everybody ain't made for every season. That's a fact.
And you cannot bring everybody with you, because some people will hold you back just because they're afraid to move forward. Gotta move forward.
And that's fact.
Mm-hmm. And you go in and allow yourself to get a new circle. Allow yourself to get a new circle and embrace the people that God placed in your life, because trust and believe, if you have a new alignment or you meet somebody, they're there for a reason. It is up to us to figure out what that reason is. A lot of times we place people in a box and we want them to be what we want them to be. And God is saying, no, that is not what I placed that person in your life to be. You need to figure it out. So I love you guys. Welcome, you 14 Mafia. Thank you guys for showing love to Think and Grow with Vette. You guys, I am so going to support you guys. Love you guys much. Oh my goodness. See you Saturday. Is what we do. See you Saturday, hon. See you Saturday. Love you guys.
All right, have a great one.
Stay tuned. Have a good one.